What's up, Kyle?
What's up, man?
Came all the way from Ohio.
Ohio.
Let's go. Toledo?
Just south of Toledo.
Just
south of Toledo, yep.
That's
yep.
what's up, man. So
Yep.
you're a barber, right?
I cut hair. I cut hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get done today?
Looking for mid-bald fade.
Okay.
5 on the top. I got some thinning, receding action going on here, so I use my fringe. I keep that a little bit longer.
Okay.
Try to conceal some of that. So if you could keep that longer just so we can pull it down, put a line on it, but still blending back into that 5 on top.
Okay, about how much length do you want off the top?
Put it like a 5 on the top.
A 5 on
Here,
the top?
you'll have to
Yeah.
finesse it, feel it
We'll
out a
finesse
little
it,
bit. Yeah.
And then bald fade, right?
Bald fade, mid-bald
And then
fade.
with the beard, do you want to trim any of it down?
Trim, yep.
Okay.
Trim it, put a line on it.
Keep it
I'll
dark?
be straight. Let's see. Well, let's see how the scragglers do. I'd like to keep it full, but if it's still looking a little too scraggly, I'm gonna take it down a little more.
Sounds good. All right, let's do it.
All right, YouTube, you guys heard the consultation. We are going to start this off with removing bulk. We're not going to cut the top first. We're going to remove the bulk first. And part of why is because the top is kind of important with this haircut. You heard in the consultation, he cares about his fringe, he cares about the top. And so what we want to do is we want the fade to complement the top of his head, the fringe area. We want it to all kind of just flow into one another. So we starting off with that number 3 guard closed, and we're just debulking, coming off of the parietal ridge. The parietal ridge is where the sides start to curve into the top. We're going to do this all the way around, and I'm going to get a hint of a ridge, and that's okay as long as it's dark in this area. That's what matters. So I'm kind of getting rid of this ridge a little bit with this number 4 guard all the way closed. And if you're following along with the color guide in the bottom left corner, then you'll know that this guard is a number 4. And we're gonna do this all the way through, and this is going to kind of soften that ridge that we created with the number 3. Shout out to my cousin Tito for the beat. Guys, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but your boy has been doing Vlogmas. We've been vlogging every day, so check out the vlogs, man. There's nuggets in all of them. There's gems in all of them, especially if you're trying to make barbering a career, if you're just looking for, you know, some gems. So at this point, I think I'm using a number 6 or I think that's like a number 6 to cut down the top a bit. And if you noticed, I left the fringe alone. We are going to take care of the fringe a little bit later on, again, because from the consultation, we already know it is one of the highlights of his haircuts. He has told us and pretty much defined the top as being one of his ultimate concerns, and so we want to make sure that we're making it a priority with this haircut. And so if you notice, I'm sectioning off a lot of the fringe, a lot of what ultimately makes his hairline, and then we're just kind of connecting the bulk of his fringe into the top, to that number 6 that we used on the top. And now we're going to use the fringe, go ahead and line it up, but ultimately we didn't cut anything off the fringe. We are going to line it up, we are going to refine it, and it looks thinner now because we wet the hair. But once the hair dries and we apply some powder or some clay, something that has like a dry look, it will look fuller, because as the powder is in the hair, it will absorb moisture and make the hair look thicker and fuller. And like even now, you can see that the fringe, after it's dried a bit, it looks fuller. So we're going to go ahead and start to lower the beard. And I'm not sure what I think this guard is a number 3. I just didn't use the color guard, which was a stupid decision by me. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start the initial guideline. I'm using the Babyliss Low Pros. These things ain't even out yet. They come out in February, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and debulk the sides. We have a clear guideline that's going to help us stay efficient and organized. For those of you who get lost in fades like me, sometimes having these guidelines really do help me, I feel like, stay efficient. I like this beat, Tito. All right, we're gonna follow up the trimmer with the shaver. Try to get the size as light as possible, but it also feels really nice. Like if I get a bald fade and the shaver ain't used, I feel like the barber skipped the beat. It don't feel right. Like the first thing my wife does is she touches my scalp, and if it ain't smooth, something ain't right. So the next step is the blade all the way open. This is creating a section with the 0.5 or the half, or the blade open, whatever term you want to use. It's confusing because there is a half guard, which is a 1/16 measurement. And a lot of people say that that's a half guard, right? So it can get confusing, blade open versus the half guard. Now, once we've created this section, we'll start to blend that section out by going clipper all the way closed and then opening it a notch every quarter of the way up until we're all the way open again. As long as we don't surpass that guideline we created with the blade open, we're gonna be good. Oh yeah, this beat gonna hit.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
And you can see how it's starting to blend, you know what I mean? And so ultimately what we did was we blended that bald section into this half section. And then we're gonna blend this half section into the section above this next guideline. And so once we've blended this area out, that's the first step. Now we gotta create our next section once we blended this out. So don't move on until you blended this, or you're gonna get lost later on. So if there's a subtle guideline at the bottom, you take it out with the trimmers like I was just doing. All right, so I told you guys about creating the next section. We're gonna create the next section with the 1.5 guard closed, and then the next step is gonna be to blend that half, the blade open section into this 1.5 section. So we'll create this section and we'll have a new guideline. And you can see what I decided to do. Instead of go ahead and blend the blade open into the 1.5 guard, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this guideline out created with the 1.5 guard, and then the only thing that's left to do is go ahead and blend the 1.5 guard into the blade open. I don't know why I did that. I guess it's just to keep these tutorials interesting. And his hair isn't the darkest hair. It's like almost like a dirty blonde, light brown color. But there's like areas where it feels like it's lighter than the others. So it's hard to kind of explain the colors. It's definitely not that dark black color that's ideal for fades, but we still gonna make this thing look gradient. All right, so we went ahead and we started using the half guard to blend that 1.5 guard into the blade open section, and it's doing a really good job. We'll do this all the way around the head, then we'll start to detail. All right, so we did drop down from the half guard to the blade open, and sometimes it's necessary if you're gonna bleed sections into one another. That's ultimately what blending is. And so now we're gonna go ahead and start on the right side. I'm gonna shut up. You guys can follow along with the color guide on the bottom left corner, and I'll chime in when it's necessary. Or I might just small talk. I don't know. Should I small talk? Man, let me tell you guys, it is the holidays. It is that season, And if you don't let this holiday season affect your energy, you are the real life Grinch. I dare you guys, tomorrow, after watching this video, tomorrow, go to a fast food restaurant, preferably a healthy takeout fast food restaurant, and pay for the car behind you. So I like Chick-fil-A. I'll grab a salad from Chick-fil-A, and I will pay for the person behind me. And tell me after you do that, regardless of what your income, what your financial status looks like, and tell me after you do that, you're not gonna feel amazing. It pays dividends, man. It really does. Believe it or not. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Y'all gonna take that challenge on? After you do a blurry ass fade, go take lunch and make sure you pay for the car behind you. Guys, the fade is coming together. And like I was telling you guys, his hair isn't the darkest, but because we understand gradients, we understand that it is as light as possible at the bottom, as dark as possible at the top. We're able to control the gradients regardless of the hair color, of the hair texture, of the hair density. We're able to manipulate hair, or at least work to manipulate hair to get the desired finished look that we're going for. I think I'm gonna do that on my next Vlogmas. My next vlog, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that a few times. Try to get a reaction. Try to inspire people to do the same. It's just dope vibes. It's just dope energy. It's like, so y'all don't know this, but a lot of you guys don't know this, but my birthday's on Christmas Day. And although I never had like a real birthday like that, I had great birthdays, don't get me wrong, but I never had like a real birthday like that. It's my favorite time of the year, man. Tito, another one? All right, so we have debulked the beard. We've blended it in. What I wish I was doing right now is lining him up, but we're also detailing. We're debulking. Look at that, man. That's looking blurry. We're lowering the mustache down with that one guard. For some reason, I got it all the way open. I should probably have it closed, but now we're gonna use a low pro trimmers, line him up. We're gonna keep it below the jawline, and the top. I'm not even gonna touch the top line of the beard. I'm not even gonna touch the trimmers. We're gonna put some shave gel, and we're gonna get the top of this beard nice and sharp. All right, now I'm using my blending shears, and I'm focusing on specific areas that look a little bulky or a little dark. And these are just finishing touches. Look, I haven't even. Boy, go ahead and use the razor. Man, this side right here looking super blurry. Yo, so this video is like 3 months old, just so you guys know. Conversation was great. This is the before. That's how he came in looking. This the after. Blurry. Guys, that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure you go check out the damn vlog, man.